You're that 24-hour loop, just. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Election Night Live 2024. Thank you to all of you who could be here today, and a big shout out to those online who couldn't be with us. I don't know where I'm waving to them, but they're somewhere here. So tonight we're going to announce all of the winners from our leadership elections. That are the people who will be representing you and your interest, mostly for the next academic year. So, without further ado, we're going to get on with our volunteer roles, I think. Yeah, volunteers. Giving up their time and not even getting paid. Woo! So for the volunteer winners, what we're going to ask you to do is not to stand up and or you can celebrate, but you can't stand up when I call out your name if you've won. But at the end, I'm going to invite you all on stage to take a big group picture for the volunteer roles. So, I forgot to do this. Thank you to all the nominees for all your hard work over the past 2 weeks. If you're not a nominee, or if you are a nominee, give a round of applause for all their hard work. It has been a fantastic election season. And we're just going to go through some of the data from our nominations. So, this year we've had 686 more voters than last year. That's a 14% turnout. Oh, we've got a little faculty breakdown here. Woo! For those who don't know acronyms, which I only learnt this year, that's arts and hums, environmental and life sciences, engineering and physical sciences, social sciences, and medicine. Yeah! Was that right, Rebecca? Cheers. Have we got any more? Oh, yeah, voter turnout. So 40% of our voters this year were student reps. All right. Club and society committees are up there. Cool. I think that's all. You've seen it. You've seen the gist. I am a maths student, but I'm not a maths person. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, this is the intro video. It's what an election season it's been. They got voices. What an election season it has been. Big shout out to our debutante of Quackademic Weapon this year. I personally think he is responsible for our big voter turnout. So, we are now going to announce the nominees for senator. Now, the senators are the people who hold us to account, the sabbatical officers, and also make decisions on big democratic needs from the Students' Union. So, introducing Oliver Sangsari, Andrew Littlejohn, Tor Shipajin, and Lewis Carr. Yeah. And your senators next year are Oliver Sangsari, Andrew Littlejohn, Tor Shipajin, and Lewis Carr. No one got wronged. Woo! And now for the chair of Senate, who will lead this mighty group to battle. Why did I say that? Nominees, Joshi Christian. And the next chair of Senate is Joshi Christian. Well done, well done. And now we are going for our student trustee nominations. And that is Andrew Littlejohn, Wari Fatima Mirza, Ash Mokal, Wilson Odek, Otonging Lee. Now, for those who don't know, trustees are the highest governing body at the SUSU, and they hold SLT to account. And then the winners are, drum roll, it's tense. Wari Fatima Mirza, Tonging Lee, Ash Mokal, and Andrew Littlejohn. Well done to all of them candidates. And now we're moving on to our faculty officers who work alongside VP Education and Democracy to bring real change to your academic needs in each of the faculties. Yeah, give them a big whoop. Starting with social sciences, the nominations are Stefan Sulka, Joshi Christian, or Ashna Konkari. And your next social sciences faculty officer is Ashna Konkari. Well done, Ashna. Moving on to, God, where has it gone? Engineering and physical sciences. The nominations are Neo Yang and James Baines. I can now reveal, representing engineering and physical sciences, drum roll, Neo Yang. And our final faculty officer of the evening for environmental and life sciences, nominations Samuel Hart and Karina Najur. Drum roll. Thank you. Karina Najur. Well, thank you to everyone who put themselves forward, and a big well done to everyone who got their role. There we go. It's going to be a lot of this tonight, guys, so keep with me. For those of you who, if I read out your name and you won, if you're in here, I invite you now to come on stage for a nice big group photo. Give them a round of applause as they enter the stage. Yeah, keep it going. Keep the hype up. Hi, guys. Hello, hello. So we're going to go for a picture. Up into the void first. Into the void. Up in there. I've got one more. Up. Give it up for Neo Yang. Oh, two more. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Right, up into the void first. And then down to Ross. Give it up for your volunteer officers this year, or next year. Now, we are going to take a very, very quick break while we assess our sabbatical roles. Not assess them, that sounds really bad. While we prepare to announce them. So we're going to take a quick 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and we'll be back here shortly. Thank you, everyone. Hello. There we go. It is working. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Election Night Live. Yeah, told you we're going to do it a lot. So, now we're going to get on to our sabbatical officer roles. And now the sabbatical officers are those of you who will lead the Students' Union for the next year and steer the ship. So, before we get on to who's going to do it next year, we're going to take a quick look at the highlights from the sabbatical officers this year.
It's got to be bonfire open days, followed by invitations to trainings and home games. Fun fact, I did survive an American football training. It's got to be bonfire open days, followed by invitations to trainings and home games. Fun fact, I did survive an American football training, which was surprising, to say the least. But yeah, just any opportunity that I got to connect with the clubs to get to know about their day-to-day operation and activities, and just gathering all that information in order to be able to best support them through my role. I think I've really built some meaningful relationships through that I will cherish. Definitely the work I've done around the sports pass. I think that after the all-student vote in the petition that was submitted at the start of November, I then got to realize how huge of an issue and concern that was to students, and however much of an emotional roller coaster and headache this journey has been. I think it's also been an honor being able to represent the students at such a great cause, and I hope we can get the desirable outcome out of it. Have fun, meet the clubs, spend time with them, try and be more than just an automated reply on Outlook. I promise you won't regret it, and just, yeah, make the most out of the opportunities that you are to be given through that, because they really are invaluable.
Not all the SABs, just VP Sports. So, for the sabbatical roles, we're going to call out all the nominations. If you're our lucky winner today, we invite you on stage if you wish for a few words and a few pictures. So, on the back of VP Sports, let's see who it is for next year. Our nominations: Connor White. And some guy called Ron. Cheers. I can reveal our VP Sports for the academic year 2024-25. Thank you. Connor White. Come up here, Connor. Well done, mate. Okay, go up there. A few words.
I don't really know what to say, really. Just thank you to everyone that supported me. It's been really nice over the campaign period to just speak to as many people as possible. And I just hope I can do all the students proud next year. But thank you.
Give it up for VP Sports 24-25. Now, our next sabbatical role is VP Activities, who will be leading on societies next year and work with the activities team to put on some fantastic campaigns. To get us started, let's hear from our current VP Activities, Amy.
My most memorable moment, I think, was this one day at Christmas where I spent the daytime dressed in a banana outfit for Alcohol Awareness Week, because bananas are a great hangover fruit for potassium, just so you know. And then in the evening, I got changed into an elf costume, and it was so great. We filmed TikToks, I was going around, running around the bridge, and Ed was dressed as Santa, and I just had such a great time, and it was all very festive. And it was just a really crazy day. My proudest achievement as a sub, I'm going to say, rather than anything tangible, I'm going to say, it sounds really cheesy, but all the friendships I've made this year, all the connections I've made with people. I feel like I've met quite a lot of people and got to know how their societies work and how they're run and what they need and how they're unique. And because of that, I've had more people coming to me and giving really nice feedback and saying that they feel like it's easy to approach me and they feel comfortable coming to me. And that's just so lovely to hear and so valuable, and you can't really put a price on that. The advice I would give to all future SABs is honestly just enjoy yourself and do your best. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you because you know you're just here for a year. It goes so fast. You get worried that things aren't happening quickly enough. You think you're letting people down if it's not quick enough, but honestly, things happen when they happen. Just try your best, make the most of it. It's such a great opportunity. It's so varied, it's so unexpected. So just live your best day every day, have a good time.
Give it up for this year's VP activities. And the nominations for VP activities 2024-25. Sade Sheikh, Lingjing Bill Kong, Emily Dugdale, Diraj Maripuri, and Oliver Pickin. And your next VP activities is, drum roll, Emily Dugdale. Give her the appreciation she deserves, but she's not actually here tonight. So without further ado, we'll move on to our next role. But let's give her one more round of applause. And now for VP Welfare and Community. To get to know a bit about this role, we're going to hear from our 2022-23 VP Welfare and Community, Aisha.
Hi, I'm Aisha and I'm the Vice President of Welfare and Community. I've had a really great year this year being VP, and I hope that you have a great year next year also. I've been able to get involved in so many campaigns and work with so many different people. For example, the Southampton Says Enough campaign, where I was able to work with the local council and lots of people in the community. Well, being VP Welfare, you get to lead on campaign months and also get involved in lots of other campaigns that you want to put on. This year, I've been working really hard on student safety, inclusivity, making sure that your voices are heard and represented at SUSU and at the university. Next year, I hope that you will continue this great work and make the campaigns even better.
Woo, give it up for Aisha. And now, the nominations for VP Welfare and Community. Edma Highsky, Lottie James, Amy Moya, Oluwademide Oladupe. And VP Welfare 2024-25 is, drum roll, Lottie James. Come and join me on stage if you wish, Lottie, but there's no pressure. Here she is. Give it up for Lottie James, everyone. Any way you like. Yeah. Apparently, that's what I've been told. Give it up for Lottie James again, everyone. Do you want to say a few words and then we'll get a picture?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted, and thank you to everybody who ran for the role and ran for all of the roles, because it's really important that your voice is heard. And I think everyone has such great ideas, so even if you weren't elected, I think it's really important that these SABs will take on that, because that's obviously what students want to see. So thank you to everyone who voted, and thank you everyone for having between VP Welfare and Community, a really nice campaign. Everyone was so lovely to each other and everybody offered support. And to my friends at home, and yeah, thank you. I guess I'm gonna go cry now, so.
One more time for your VP Welfare and Community 2024-25, Lottie James. And the next sabbatical role that we're going to look at is our VP Education and Democracy. To get to know a bit more about it, we're going to listen to Rebecca Wald, our current VP Education and Democracy.
The week before Freshers, when I first met some of my school and department presidents, it really felt like we're getting into the start of the year. I got to do my first lot of What Can Reps Do For You filming with Ava and Joshua, which was wonderful. And then we had school and department president training that week as well, so I got to meet lots of my new reps and get them introduced to their roles. My proudest achievement is presenting my assessments report to the university. So at the start of the year, over course rep training, I asked over 200 of you, what do you want to see from your assessments? Talking about everything from the timings and weightings to the mark schemes to over-assessment and anything else you guys could think to let me know about assessments. And then I spent a couple months writing this up into a report and presented it to the university. They were quite shocked by some of the findings, but they're taking it forward in several different work streams over the course of the 5-year project. I'm really excited to have contributed a massive amount of work to it. My best advice is probably to treat the role properly. No matter how many people vote in the elections, the SABs here are representing 24,500 students every single day. So that's everyone's hopes and ideas for their time at university, their current experiences, what they want their future experiences to be. And getting to represent such a diverse body of students and everything that comes with that is probably my favourite bit, but also the best advice I can give is just keep it all in mind and treat the role as if that's what's happened, because it is. You're here for 24 and a half of them.
Give it up for Rebecca Ward, our current VP Education and Democracy. And let's meet next year's candidates. We have Rebecca Ward, Fatima Sadat Jafari, and Alice Axelotl Robertson. I can now reveal our VP Education and Democracy 2024-25 is, yeah, you're getting it now, Rebecca Ward! Would you like to join me on stage, Rebecca?
Genuinely loved every single second of this job so far. I cannot wait to keep doing the job for a little bit longer and keep representing all of you every single day. I have loved all of it, so thank you.
Thank you, Ross. Give it up for Ross, everyone. Only started a few months ago. Still might sack him. I'm joking, that was a joke. Right, and now on to my favourite role, personally, Union President. And to tell more about it, I could ad-lib now, but they made me prepare something because God knows what I'll say. Give it up for me, Ed Brooker. Cheers.
I think my most memorable moment of being a SAB has got to be Freshers period. I just think it was 2 weeks of absolute chaos. I got to meet one of my idols, Mark Labette, and I just think it was so nice seeing all the newcomers' faces as they're coming in, meeting new friends, new experiences, and just starting their university journey. Okay, one of my most proudest things is the student engagement we've had this year. I've really made an effort to try and engage our clubs and societies, especially those who didn't engage before. And that's been done through Stag Showdown, Cube in the Cube, and just going down to White Lane every other Wednesday just to chat to people who wouldn't usually tell SUSU what they want. I think they've reaped the benefits of that. I hope so. And the other thing I'm proud of, just my personal development, I've actually come so far in a year. Like, you don't understand, I'm just some kid from South East London. But now, like, I've had dinner with a dame, and that's crazy. If you're a new SAB coming in, I think the key thing is you've got to trust yourself, trust your gut. Students aren't always the most vocal here. They won't always tell you what they're feeling, but you were a student. You are a student now, I think. Whatever you're feeling, they're probably feeling. Trust yourself, trust the people around you. SUSU, the staff will help you through this process. And just have fun. You're gonna have a great year. It's honestly the weirdest year I've had of my life, I think. But probably the best.
That was so wholesome. God, who knew I could do that? Wow. Well, without further ado, let's meet our candidates for Union President. Give it up for Ethan Chu and Lawrence Kuma. I can now reveal your union president 2024-25 is Lawrence Kuma. Would you like to join me on stage, Lawrence? Keep it coming. Come on.
Just thank you everyone who voted for me. You don't know how happy I am. Thank you to my team as well. Biggest respect to Ethan and his campaign as well. I look forward to working with you and implementing your policies as well. Just honestly, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to looking ahead and working with the rest of the SABs as well and the student volunteers. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. Thank you.
Give it up for your union president next year. Stay on stage. Well, yeah, stay on stage. I would now like to invite all of our current SABs and next year's SABs on stage for a big group photo. Give it up. New SABs. Are they here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, and Emily's not here. Stand next shot the bridge between the 2 years. I don't really know where we're looking. Where are we looking first? Up to the void. And now we're going to leave our new SABs have their moment on stage. Give it up for your Sabbatical Officer team 2024-25. Yeah. You can stay now.